I am Cookie Masterson, and I'm a people person. It's true, I'm actually made of millions of tiny little people. Quiet down in there! Just you? Great. Looks like I'll have to do all the heavy lifting. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
Hoarder Helpers. Are you a hoarder? We're here to help you hoard more stuff. Absolutely no psychiatrist on staff.
If you happen to find our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, you'll be rewarded with big prizes and cash. And right this way.
Get ready, time for question. One.
Let's start with London britches falling down. In the nursery rhyme, Wee Willie Winky, what's covering up Wee Willie Winky's Wee Willie? The nightgown he's wearing, the wolf suit he's wearing, the wooden shoe he's sailing in, or nothing, he's completely nude. The first line of the nursery rhyme goes, Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown. He's wearing a nightgown. Presumably that's what's covering up his Wee Willie. Look, some nursery rhyme guys are showers and some nursery rhyme guys are growers.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Why not try Zombies Never Get Old? What might you see in a television show called The Balking Dead? An army of zombies walking backwards, a horde of zombies walking in circles, a swarm of zombies walking on tiptoe, or a legion of zombies refusing to walk at all? One right answer coming up. If the dead are balking, that means they've stopped short or are refusing to move forward for some reason. Kind of like the plot of Walking Dead Season 2. Wow, this is a real horde of circular logic. Which is great because that means you just won this expandable hoarder house from Hoarder Helpers, because one man's trash is another man's trash that he can store in his expandable hoarder house. This wrong answer of the game has earned you $4,000. Don't spend it all in one place.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
And now, I'll preheat my oven to 450 degrees when I'm dead, and we're cooking up a this or that. I'm going to read off 7 items, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a type of burial plot available in a cemetery, or if it's a type of tombstone frozen pizza. If it's a type of burial plot, press the left arrow. If it's a type of tombstone pizza, press the right arrow. We good? Here we go. Single. Companion. Family. Double top. Half and half. Original. Brick oven style. That performance will rest in awesomeness. When I die, I want to be cremated, but not just in any oven, in a pizzazz pizza oven. That way every part of me is cooked evenly. May I introduce Zach and Miri Make a Board Game. What do Seth Rogen and the game Trivial Pursuit have in common? They were both created in the 70s, they were both created by a Jewish woman, they were both created in Canada, or they were both created by accident. Seth Rogen was born in Vancouver, Canada, and Trivial Pursuit was created in Montreal, Canada. And another thing Seth Rogen and Trivial Pursuit have in common... no, that's about it. Coming up next, Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Steven Spielberg modeled one-third of E.T. after this subject. Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? E.T. was an amalgamation of Ernest Hemingway, Carl Sandburg, and Albert Einstein. Yeah, he definitely has Einstein's neck. That about does it for round one. And you've got a decent score there. Don't screw it up. Don't forget, all the questions in round two are worth double. Okay, here it comes. Next up, I've been framed. So I've been looking at this print of the Mona Lisa a lot lately, and people always talk about her little half smile, but I've become obsessed with something else. What the hell is the Mona Lisa looking at? Something to her right, something to her left, something straight ahead, or something behind her? The Mona Lisa is looking over to her left. Which is weird because there's nothing over there but my Far Side calendar. Nobody's found that interesting in years.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Take a stab at what's black and black and black all over. If during a battle of wits with the Riddler, Batman were unable to solve the riddle of the Sphinx, what might the Riddler say to mock him? Looks like you're not as smart as Oedipus, Bat Breath. You're certainly no Anubis, Bat Brain. You're dumber than Socrates, Bat Bungler. Or even King Arthur figured that one out, Bat Boob. In the Greek play Oedipus the King, Oedipus is the only one capable of answering a devious riddle posed by a murderous sphinx. You know the Riddler has lost his touch when he starts asking riddles anyone could just look up on Wikipedia.
Follow me down to the sea.
Coming up, get your mind out of the gutter ball.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you knock down a right answer here, I'll roll some extra cash your way. Put these bowling pin arrangements in order of most to fewest pins left standing. 7-10 split, dinner bucket, Christmas tree. Dinner bucket, Christmas tree, 7-10 split, Christmas tree, 7-10 split, dinner bucket, Christmas tree, dinner bucket, 7-10 split, or dinner bucket, 7-10 split, Christmas tree. A dinner bucket is when there are 4 pins left standing, the 2, 4, 5, and 8 pins. A Christmas tree is 3 pins left standing, either the 2, 7, and 10, or the 3, 7, and 10. And in a 7-10 split, there are, of course, 2 pins left standing, the 7 and 10 pins. You just picked up an extra $1,000 for that. All those numbers hurt my brain. That's why I usually let the bowling computer do it for me. I also let the bowling computer do my taxes. Say hello to All Men Must Die, somewhere around episode 9. If the leading cause of death in the Game of Thrones universe were the same as the leading cause of death in the modern world, what spoilerish comment would you most likely read on the internet? Hey, did you know Arya dies of malaria? Jon Snow gets killed in a car crash. For reals. Yeah, Daenerys basically just has a stroke and dies. Or, guess what? Tyrion ends up dying of heart disease. Killing 7 million people a year, heart disease is the leading cause of death worldwide. Of course, as we know, the actual leading cause of death in Game of Thrones is struggling to be a 20-something in New York. Oh, wait, that's girls. I always get HBO shows mixed up. Let's try melts in your pretty mouth. Based on the gender roles assigned by the Mars Company, which M&M's character could give birth to an M&M's Mini? Red, yellow, blue, or green? For whatever reason, red, yellow, orange, and blue M&Ms are male, and brown and green are female. It's the female ones that have nuts that confuse me. You do not want to be in the hospital room when an M&M gives birth. Sure, they melt in your mouth, not in your hands, but I'm telling you, those mini M&Ms are pretty melty when they come out of the birth canal. Brace yourself for the attack. Oh, do you need to be somewhere? My mistake. Here's your clue. Getting the beast of me. What animal are you surrounded by? Good luck. That's the game! I think people who surround themselves with animals are really just lonely. Sure, I myself own 2 cats, but whenever I see a guy with 3 cats, I think, oh man, that guy must not have a friend in the world. What a total loser.